And all set.
The time is now 11:01, so we'll kick off the meeting. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's OPAT Commission Community Meeting. I'm the Pro Tem Board Chair of the OPAT Commission. I'd also like to acknowledge and introduce our other OPAT Commissioner, the Honorable Judge Leslie Harris, Chair of the Internal Affairs Oversight Panel. And me, myself, I'm Peter Alvarez, Chair of the Civilian Review Board. We're now going to run through our agenda before we reach the public comment period. The OPAT Commission will review past meeting minutes, receive the fiscal year 24 quarter two OPAT Commission public report, and discuss any outstanding business. We'll then have our public comment period before adjourning. If you need to leave this meeting before we reach a comment period, please feel free to email your comments to OPAT staff at opatboards@boston.gov. Our first order of business is to approve the meeting minutes from the OPAT Commission public meeting on December 21, 2023. The draft of these minutes are available to the public on the OPAT website, and print copies are available at the front desk. Are there any corrections to the minutes presented?
None from me.
None from me.
I move that we accept the minutes.
As seconded, the minutes are therefore accepted. Our next order of business is fiscal year 24 quarter two public report. The report's available in print copies at the front desk of the OPAT office. Please visit the front desk if you have not picked up a copy. The report will also be posted on the OPAT website. If you need the public report in a language other than English, please contact OPAT staff. And now we'll move on to other business. Do we have any other business that we'd like to present?
I'd like to present one issue,
Yes.
a conflict of interest, I believe, that exists. When the city of Boston lawyers represent both the city, the police, and OPAT, that's a conflict of interest. And what we should have in the future is a separation. We should have our own counsel. And we should try to include that in the next budget, talk with the city, so that we can have outside counsel, so that we don't continue the conflict that exists. I know the city of Boston attorneys have to balance how they represent the city and the police against our findings, and that's just not a
Agreed.
good thing.
Agree, yeah, I think, a budgetary line item for that, and kind of setting up parameters for an RFP process for, local law firms that have, participation in like kind of public law
Yes.
agencies, interagency issues, kind of determinations, things of similar nature. Having a fair process RFP for a panel, a couple of law firms to advise OPAT, and advise the Civilian Review Board and the IR panel. Yeah, that makes sense. That is something we should.
And
definitely-
to work with the city of Boston to resolve issues,
Yeah,
legal issues.
yeah, I agree. I think, yeah, that's a point taken. I think that's something we can have, not definitely have OPAT follow up and see with the city council to see kind of what the temperature is there. I agree. I think it may be incumbent, getting the temperature there, but I think maybe to the extent, it's possible to kind of get some, in order to get a budgetary line item, we may
Yeah.
need to know kind of the range of
How much
what
it
that
costs.
could cost, like kind of, for a year of service, kind of, because I'm not thinking it's just for the boards. It's likely it could be for OPAT as well, from trainings and kind of
Yeah,
things of that
You know,
nature.
and it also relieves the burden off of the city
Yeah,
of having to represent.
yeah. No, I agree. I think that would make sense for the next meeting. I also think on our prior meeting minutes, the other business was that proposed reg. OPAT, was that language for that proposed proposed reg language, the judge and I presented at the last meeting. Was that posted as well for, public comment? Yeah,
It's empty because we have to schedule a public hearing, so
Okay.
that would have to be like a separate.
okay, if we could get a public hearing on that, that'd be great for the next commission meeting.
Yes.
So seeing that there's no other business, we can move to the next slide. And move for public comment. So if you'd like to provide public comment, please raise your hand in Zoom. We will promote you to a panelist and you'll be able to speak. You can also submit any comments by email to opatboards@boston.gov. Please keep your comments brief so that all participants can have a chance to speak and identify yourself before making your public comment. Now commence the public comment period. Is there anyone online? I think we can, I think it's fair to give like maybe 15 to 20 minutes. We can kind of go on mute and wait to see if anyone comes into the meeting. I think we could, make a motion to move after 20 minutes. I think
Oh,
that's
that's too long.
fair. 15?
I'd say 5 to 10 minutes, if
Alright.
anybody's gonna do anything.
Yeah, let's do 10. 10 minutes, we can be on mute until someone shows up. I think any chatter that we do is the reason we'll be on mute is because the chatter, it would be unrelated, because we're not just gonna sit here silent, but we're not gonna discuss any business. So For the record, just returning, I know we're gonna close out in maybe, a couple of minutes, but we want to recognize that we have a member of the public here. And doesn't seem like they want to make public comment, but we just want to recognize that we do have a member of the public here. We'll
And
go
we
back on-
appreciate
And we
it.
appreciate public participation. We'll go back on mute, and wait out, see if there's any other members of the public that attend or attend virtually.
If we can still sit down.
Alright, so, we're gonna close out the public comment period. And seeing that there were no comments, if anyone joins or sees this video post hoc, you can feel free to make comments at opatboards@boston.gov. So wanna say thank you for attending this public meeting. The OPAT Commission is scheduled to meet next on Thursday, April 30th, 2024. I move to adjourn this meeting. Is there a second?
Second.
Alright, all in favor?
Aye.
The meeting's now adjourned at 11:23.